Hey, this is me, and this is my first game dev. Firstly, I made this pixel art guy, and remember his looks, because, he's not gonna stick around for long. In fact, I'm deleting him right now. And then I exported every single layer, like the head, the torso, the arms, and the feet, as separate layers so that they can work together during the animation process. Then I exported them all to Unity, but unfortunately I don't have OBS Studio on my programming computer. So instead, let me show you this ASMR drawing. Then somehow I drew an even uglier pixel art drawing. The main thing is that it isn't proportional to what I'm trying to draw, and the feet is too long, and it was too realistic. So yeah, I'm just showing it here. It never even made it past into the Unity stage. Now this is the hot stuff. Look at his beady, soulless little eyes. I decided to call it Deadinside because this is what I've been feeling my whole life. I placed everything under a single empty player's parent so that everything will be easier when we get to moving. Something worthy of note here, after a bit of experience with Unity, I could tell you that whenever you want to create a script, it's stupid to do it on the game object. Instead, you should create a code folder and then hit create and C# script, or else everything would be a huge mess. Speaking of messes, this is my first attempt at a movement script. It is very complicated, it barely works at all because of the button registration, and I will probably write something better. I wrote something better. Actually, no, I just stole it from the internet. Education time. Firstly, we have variable movement A and movement B. This corresponds to Unity's inbuilt controller system, which I will not be taking use of in any way after this bit of code. And this transformed position tells Unity to add this amount of distance to the original multiplied by the time since last frame and the movement speed. I could merge these two lines together, but I'm lazy and I don't want to spend all the time necessary for it to compile. Also, it would not save the space of Hogwarts Legacy on your computer. Oh yeah, and don't forget to add the float movement speed at the top of the script, or else Visual Studio will send robotic ninjas to your area and try to kill you. And would you look at that, with only a few encounters with robot ninjas, we've managed to create a working movement script. However, as most code is, this system is not perfect. It kind of makes the character slide all over the place, so instead I just give it a ridiculous amount of drag and hope it works. After dealing with that, I proceeded to make a camera follow the player. A fun side effect of this is that it actually makes the camera dynamic. Here is a bonus clip of me copying and pasting all of the code, and then struggling to write destroy game object. And there's a lot more of this, and then struggling to write float, and finally just doing something that I don't understand myself now. There's a lot more of this. And then I took a small break by actually making a good character from my old concept art. When I said old, I meant 3 minutes ago. Why I said old, I have no idea. Afterwards, I proceeded to make some of the weapon models, such as the pistol and some other shotguns. And sometime before this, I have made all of the bullet models. Unfortunately, Procreate cannot make time lapses of anything under 64 by 64 pixels, so give up. And then I attempted at, and failed very badly at, making an inventory system. Turns out these things are not easy. Here, let me explain why this is so difficult. You see this? I don't really understand how this thing works, so let me just peek at the definition here, and oh my god.
You know, this wouldn't be so hard if I were not a idiotic hypocrite that needs his work to be perfect, but I'm just gonna keep trying until I eventually succeed or die. However, in the meantime, I'm gonna spend some of it on making a few of those bars that are really important to the base game, and I'm gonna keep polishing its core mechanics. Weapons, ammo, particles, numbers, and whatever the hell this is. Haha, pixel art small, very funny. Then I made reloading and ammunition and even health kits. As a side effect, my goofy coding actually made everything work correctly. Who would have believed that? And then I added grenades into the game. I'm not joking, this is their actual texture. And you press B to drop them. And afterwards, I programmed all the scripts for shooting and bullets. As I have no organization and a very strong sense of perfection, I have designed my player character again. The aim of this video is actually to make a working inventory system, so I better get thinking. My aim was to create something like the Minecraft inventory system, more specifically the creative menu. Unfortunately, I have no brain, so I do not want to search up any tutorials online, which leaves this huge task to me. Yay.
But fortunately, I have the solution. I kind of got bored and made a game engine. Also, I painted this poster over here of the game's poster thing. You know what? Scripts really actually help. And I'm going into here with no script, so just enjoy this. Also, I made another model of the player since that one's a bit, too tall and stuff. I just scaled down the body a bit. And then, bowing to public opinion, I made a female version. I swear, if there's gonna be anything weird after this appears, I'm gonna remove it entirely, just saying. Wait, I have an idea. She's 17 now. So now you guys are creepy. Besides that, I also made transgender female, transgender male, and gender fluid, which I don't know what that means. So instead, here's T-1000 from the Terminator 2 film. Here's a small time-lapse of me trying and failing to code a dynamic camera system. I also made 2 more genders called mercenaries. I'm not sure if they actually exist or not, but I will be sure to join them once I'm sure they do. Then I spent some time making a few button pressing tips and the vending machines, which is really cool and stuff. I just have to code it. Oh wait. So firstly, we have a box. This is going to be the trigger prompt. And then inside the box, we have a smaller box, which is the vending machine. Wait. Now it's the lending machine, because I can't write. And now we have the player. The player is going to be represented by a square with a smile. This is a smile. And then we're going to move the player into the box. And when the player is inside the box, a prompt will appear telling the player to press E and access the vending machine. At least, that's the plan.
looking camera system with zoom. If my voice sounds weird, it is because I lost my sanity when I listened to Caramel dancing for the past 2 hours.
This code is both fear-inducing and rage-inducing, but don't worry, it won't stick around for long. I'm about to optimize it very, very soon.
Oh
Just
yeah,
wait.
if you're wondering what modifying the code means, it is the spaghetti code right here. This is actually the updated version of the health code, and this is the old version. I'm not sure how it exactly synergizes, but it actually works kind of well. But I'll have to decide how to remove this old code, and this code might actually have something to do with player bars, and this gives us an exact representation of spaghetti code. More examples of spaghetti code can be found here. Crap. More examples of spaghetti code is this thing. Right here in the UI code, here is the UIHB bar manager. Right, I don't even know how to call this thing. I'll need to rewrite most of this. I'll try to use a few arrays and stuff. Because essentially what I want to do is I want to have a lighter version of the health bar. So it's kind of like a whiter red to represent the recent HP loss. Kind of like the one in Minecraft. Where if you take more damage in like the approximately 3-second period, I think it will flash kind of a whitish red, yeah. I think I'll have to use an array here. What are you gonna do?
We're live, right? Okay. So here I'm gonna walk you through the entire basics of the map generation system. Firstly, this game will have multiple levels using elevators. There are multiple biomes throughout the game, and the biomes get better and better as you progress through the game. Anyways, and the first level, it's actually gonna be rather interesting, because you don't actually spawn on the left side, you actually spawn in the middle. And it generates an exit elevator in a small circular radius around the level as a whole big ring. And after that, any single preceding level, also there will be signs that lead you there that are generated automatically. And after that, every single other level will have the entrance elevator spawn on the left and take a rather odd path towards the exit elevator. The exit elevator can spawn within around a 35-degree radius, 35-degree angle inside in the direction, and it can generate anywhere inside that. But another interesting thing is that on the final level, instead the generation will be situated at the bottom, and after that it will generate upwards in a big ass maybe 160-degree ring. And the exit will be anywhere in that direction. Another interesting side note is that, like Minecraft, you can actually input your own seed. The seed first gets converted, all the letters gets converted into their ASCII counterparts. And in case you entered something, a seed that is rather short, for example, like 0, it will actually hash every single string using SHA-256 encryption. Right. And after that, it will convert it again into ASCII codes, so that we have a huge string of numbers. Of course, this means that strings can actually generate oddly because of ASCII conversion being a thing. But that's not my problem, and I'm pretty sure this game is going to get that popular anyways. Well, this appears to be what I can do for these few weeks. So I'm gonna end it here. Awesome, lazy. Anyways, end card here. Goodbye.